any statistical numericals. Okay, so follow this video till the end. Okay, let's start. A school wants to examine whether the extra classes being conducted for poor students are benefiting the students in terms of better scoring in the exam or not in general. So this can be examined by. So how do they study this? See this. Always remember, in correlation, okay, correlation, there is always a comparison between two elements, only two elements. Okay, and in the regression, the comparison can be between more than two elements. Means on X there can be one element, and on Y there can be more than one element. Generally in correlation, what happens? X1 and Y1. So in this way there are two elements over here. Okay, but in regression, X can be 1 and Y can be 3 also. So here let's look at the problem. Which are the comparison elements over here? One is extra classes and second is benefit to the poor students, right? So poor students is not the second point. Remember, benefit is the second point, whether benefiting or not. That's the main point, right? So how to study this? X is 1 and Y is 1. So if both are 1 1, then what do I say? Correlation, regression, standard error of estimate, and it is not possible to study. What do you think should be the answer? A, B, C or D? Very simple. I gave you all the examples, so it's very simple for you. Yeah, correct. It's A, correlation. Why? Because two elements are there, extra class and benefiting. So X1 and Y1, so it should be 1 over here, right? X1 and Y1, so it is 2 over here, right? A school wants to predict the number of poor students who may get better scoring in the examination when they are given extra class. So this prediction is called as. Now what do you mean by this? See here, there is a slight difference in problem number 1 and problem number 2. There it was benefit versus extra class, but here it is number of poor students. Means the number of poor students will be how much? So what do we want? In correlation there is 1:1, 1x, 1y. In the regression it is 1x and many y. Okay, so what is this now? This is number of poor students. It can be many or one. Can there be one poor student or can there be many poor students? And when they are given extra classes, so x is always 1. Okay, x is always 1 only extra class. Okay, so regression will be 1 to many. So the prediction is called as what? Now answer. And remember this, whatever I have told you, correlation is always 1:1, regression is always 1:many. So in this way you can definitely find out in any numerical whether you have to answer for correlation or whether have you to answer for regression. So the answer is right, B, right? Regression. Clear? See here, always remember, many of you might be confused between these two words, correlation and regression. Okay, what is correlation? It gives you the nature basically. Okay, nature of relationship between X and Y. Nature means what? Whether it's upward or downward, means inverse. See here, inverse relationship, or whether it is direct relationship. Okay, you'll say, what is this, sir? Direct and inverse. Always remember this. We are talking of correlation. Okay, so what is inverse and direct? Okay, let's find out this also. Interest rates, bonds, you have studied, all of you have studied bonds, right? In bonds, interest rate versus price of that bond. That is how? That is direct related or inversely related. Correct? Interest rate versus price is always inversely related. So if I draw the correlation between them, I'll get this answer as minus inverse. Okay, so that is called as inverse relationship. Got it? Clear everyone? One sec. Yeah, next one. So Now about regression. This was about this correlation. What about regression? Regression means here correlation gives you the nature, but regression gives you the strength. Strength means how strong they are related to each other. That is given by regression equation. We have this y equals to a plus bx. Okay, always remember regression will always be a equation and correlation will always be a single number. It's always r. It's called as coefficient of correlation. Okay, r always lies between. We'll see that. I'm having the question over here. So regression will always be a equation. Remember this. Regression is always an equation, whereas correlation is always a number, single number. Okay. Before going ahead, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study materials, plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything. Whatever you need for CAIIB and JIB, you'll get it over here. Why? Because the exams are nearing. Not even 2 months now, isn't it? So download it fast. The scatter diagram as a technique used in correlation is undertaken. Means what is the scatter diagram basically? Scatter. Here it's very simple. If I have, let's say, some 100 points, so what will I do? I'll plot them between x and y, and I'll show them over here. This, anywhere. All these 100 points, whatever these are, this whole figure is called a scatter diagram. So the scatter diagram as a technique used in correlation is undertaken by plotting horizontal lines on the graph paper to see the result. By plotting points on the graph paper and then drawing lines linking these points to see the results. By plotting parallel lines on the graph paper to see the results. By drawing a graph to represent the correlation. Now which is the real answer? You saw this image. What did I show you? All these points are scattered. So what can be the answer from this? From this, my statement over here, you can just definitely the answer. Yes, it is. Everyone? Is it horizontal lines? Or is it parallel lines? Or drawing a graph? It's neither of these. The answer is B. Plotting points on the graph paper. See this, plotted points on the graph paper and then drawing the lines linking this. Means then I'll draw some common line between this, which is common to all this area, and this line is called as regression line. Okay, this is known as, okay, let me write it, man. A regression line. This is called as regression line. Okay, and if this is the regression, then the distance over here, this distance, okay, is known as deviation. Okay, and the total of all the deviations and then divided by number of elements, that is called as standard deviation. Okay, very important, these points: deviation, standard deviation, then what, this regression line, right? Very important points. Okay, the value of correlation always falls between. Correlation means R, coefficient of correlation. This R is known as coefficient of correlation. How to find this? See this, the formula for R is like this: R equals to covariance of xy upon standard deviation of x. I'll write this psi, we write actually as psi x into psi y. Okay, this is known as standard deviation. Standard deviation, just now I told you this word, standard deviation. Deviation and add the deviations and divide it by number of elements, you get standard deviation. So standard deviation of x upon standard deviation of y and covariance of xy. Okay, what is the formula for this? Here it's a big numerical, but I'll just give you in short. Covariance of xy is given by like this: covariance of xy equals to summation x square upon n minus x bar square. This is covariance of xy. What is psi x? Psi x is a square root of standard deviation, that is always a square root of variance of x. Remember this, variance of x. Okay, but what is variance of x? Okay, sorry, over here it is xy upon into x bar dot y bar. Okay, covariance of xy is summation xy upon n minus x bar dot y bar. Okay, this is covariance of xy. And what is variance of x? Okay, variance of x means, see, it's like this. I made an error over there. Okay, yeah. So see this, you find another variance of x. Variance of x is given by this formula, summation x square upon n minus x bar square. Okay, that is variance of x. And then psi x, standard deviation of x, is given as square root of variance of x. Very tough. Okay, so that's why I'm saying follow this video till the end. I would suggest join the batches, because in the batches we are covering all these aspects, very difficult topics. Okay, so psi x you find, similarly you will find psi y, variance of y, summation y square upon n minus y bar square, and then psi y, and then multiply it, you will find this r. This r should always lie between what? This r will always lie between 0 to 1, 1 to 100, minus 1 to 1, and 1 to 0, minus 1 to 0. So what is the answer over here? Where will this r lie? Who can tell me? Fast, let me see. Who can tell me fast? It will lie between minus 1 to 1. Correct. R will always lie between minus 1 to 1. If r equals to minus 1 or it is negative. Okay. So if it is, I'll write it less than 0. Then like that interest rate and price, negative relationship. Negative. Okay, if r greater than 0, then it is positive relationship, means they are moving in the same direction, x and y. Okay, if r equals to 0, means what? No relationship between them, they are not related at all. Okay, no relation. Okay, so that is the way it moves. Okay, so the answer is what? Minus 1 to 1. Got it, everyone? Now, before moving ahead, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, number 1, remember, you will get all the details, latest updates on JIB and CIB, number 1. And number 2, what will you get? You will get the YouTube series, free YouTube series of all the subjects. Right now, what are you watching? You are watching the same free YouTube series. So similarly for all the subjects, BFM, I am taking it for BFM also, 7:30 AM in the morning. Similarly, other teachers are taking. So you will get a free YouTube series over there. Subscribe to this channel immediately. Click on the bell icon. Everyone, do it fast. We'll wait for 10 seconds, but do it fast. Do the first thing. Click on the bell icon so that you will get the latest videos over here. Okay. If the value of correlation is equal to minus 1, then this means what? See here, just now we saw if r is less than 0, then it means what? Negative relationship. But if it is exactly equal to minus 1, there is large inverse relationship between the two variables. There is a perfect inverse relationship between the two variables. There is a large positive relationship between the two variables, and there is a perfect positive relationship between the two variables. So what can be the answer over here? Here it's exactly equal to minus 1. So minus 1 means what? Negative, inverse. Okay, so C and D are out, positive is out. Now only A and C. Large inverse or perfect inverse? Answer is exactly minus 1. So it is, yes, perfect inverse. Very good. Answer is B, perfect inverse. Remember, when r equals to minus 1, it is perfect inverse. Perfect means exactly if x moves by 1% up, then y will move by 1% down. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, this is meant by exact perfect relationship. And what is large? Large inverse and large. Large means what? It's like this. Large means if x moves by, let's say, 1% above, okay, then y will move roughly 1%, not 1%, it will be large, means 0.5, say 8%. So 1% and 0.8, near to 1, but not exactly 1, but down only, because it's large negative. Okay, large inverse. So got this point? Everyone clear? Type yes in the comment section. Type yes, everyone. Type fast yes if you have understood this. If not, type no. Not an issue, isn't it? If the value of correlation is equal to 1, then this means, now this is very simple. There is a large inverse relationship between the two variables. There is a perfect inverse relationship. There is a large positive and perfect positive between the two variables. So now this is the easier one. Just now I gave you the hint, right? So what can be the answer for this, everyone? What can be the answer for this? It is, yeah, it is correct. Perfect positive equal to 1, na? Same as negative, isn't it? So again it means the same thing. X moves by up by 1%. Y will also move up by 1%. Okay, that's the way. If X moves down by 1%, Y will also move down by 1%. Got it? Easy? Clear? Type yes. Okay, move on. If the value of correlation, I think it's the same. Oh, it's same. Okay. Now one thing which I'll tell you, if as I told you this, if value of correlation equals to 1, if it is 0, then I think so we have explained this. If it is 0 means no relationship. Type fast in the comment section. If the value of correlation R equals to 0, what does it mean? It means what? No relationship, correct? Yes. So now before going, let's see the batches. See this, these batches, selection batches, join them ASAP. Why? Because in these selection batches we are covering all the important topics. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. All the 4 compulsory subjects, ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all of them 4 are covered. Okay, the timings are as per your banks, suited to your banks, and importantly recorded videos are available and huge discounts are going on. I'll show you how to get the discounts. Use the code Y432. This code, never forget this. Okay, let me show you. What is this Mahapack? Mahapack means 15 plus batches per subject. I always recommend the students to join Mahapack, because even if you attend each batch once, then also you'll get a full revision of the batch. Okay, so that's a good thing, isn't it? So let me show you. Let's go to Adda 24/7 live. Okay, one sec. Yeah, okay, yeah. So this, you are on Adda 24/7 live. So what do we do? Go to, say this, yeah, go to JIB and CIB. Click on JIB and CIB. Click on CIB 23. Say this, click on CIB 23. Okay, you will see the detail of the batches. Click on this English batch, selection English batch. Okay, look at this. You will get the details of the batches. What are the timings here? 2 subjects are yet to start. Today is 19th. ABFM and BRBL are yet to start, 21st and 28th. So join them ASAP. Even this BFM is just now started, so you have not missed much over here. ABM also, you get the recorded videos for this. If you have missed out, you can get the recorded videos. Ebooks are available, tests are available, study plan is available over here. Okay, check the study plan, very important study plan. Okay, let me show you of what BFM toughest topic. Okay, BFM, look at this. BFM, you will get the details of the study plan, means how it is covered, what all topics are covered. Means, see this, orientation class, then exchange rate and forex business, exchange rate and forex business. Shall I expand this? See this, exchange rate and forex business, 2 classes, case studies, derivatives, LRS. So you can see this. Okay, it's available on that site itself. Okay, so look at, check this study plan, and also importantly I'll tell you, recorded videos are available. So in recorded videos, what do you get? Remember, in recorded videos you get 24/7 videos. So if you miss out on any class, you can definitely get back to it. Ebooks are available, in 2 interactive classes are available. Click on more offers, 75% off. See this, right now it's 75% off. Click on more offers, put the code Y432, click on apply. See this, now you're getting 77% off. 23,999 reduces to 5,519. Such a huge discount you are getting. In fact, I would suggest go for the Mahapack. Better, one of the best things in banking. Okay, So Mahapack means 15 plus batches. Go to the front page again. Okay, click on JIB CIB Mahapack. Look at this. Click on CIB ka Mahapack. Okay, you'll get the details of the Mahapack. See this, all the details are available. 15 plus batches per subject, case study detailed batches, everything. You can read this. Let's come to the important part of fees again. See the fees is 8749. That is after 75% off. But click on more offers. Again put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Look at this. 34999 reduces to 8049. Such a huge discount, and 15 plus batches per subject, 6 months validity. You can definitely join this because this will be of much help to you. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, keep studying, and importantly, do join the batches because exams are coming, portion is new, and you will be needing a guide. Okay, chalo, bye from my side. Tomorrow let's meet again.